what pleases him. He could have just easily said, okay, let this thing be done, but he's expecting you to approach. He's expecting you to approach. It amazes me when the Bible says, I can't see. When he says, he knows what you think. Even before you speak out, he knows what you are thinking. But what does the Bible say in Matthew 7, verse 7? Ask. 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 And then in Colossians and Thessalonians it says, let your supplications be made known. Be made known. Although he knows, but you have to approach. You have to approach. Amen. Amen. Assessing the situation. Assessing the situation. Chapter 2, verse 11 to 15. It says, so I came to Jerusalem and was there 3 days. Then I arose in the night, I and a few men with me. I told no one what my God had put in my heart to do at Jerusalem. Nor was there any animal with me, except the one on which I rode. And I went out by night through the valley gate to the serpent well and the refuse gate, and viewed the walls of Jerusalem which were broken down. Take one night, look into it, just meditate, think about the wall that had been broken down. What exactly went wrong? What happened? How far or how severe is the destruction? Is the destruction? Assess the situation. Next one is meeting with people and casting the vision. Chapter 2, verse 16 and 17. It says, and the officials did not know where I had gone or what I had done. I had not yet told the Jews, the priests, the nobles, the officials, or the others who did the work. Then I said to them, you see the distress that we are in, how Jerusalem lies waste, and its gates are burned with fire. Come and let us build the wall of Jerusalem, that we may no longer be a reproach. Meeting with people and casting the vision. A lot of people have visions, but what is needed? Because an example last week, the winning for Jesus, he had a vision. But you need to cast the vision to people. This is the vision of this program. We can do this together. This is what God has laid upon my mind. We can do this together. I can't do it on my own. But we're 2 or 3. Let us just get together and do this thing out. Let us sort it out. And God is there in their vision to make it a success. Amen. Amen. Encouraging the past success. Chapter 2, verse 18. It says, and I told them of the hand of my God, which had been good upon me, and also of the king's word that he had spoken to me. So they said, let us rise up and build. Then they set their hands to their good, to this good work. Encourage with past success. With past successes. If God has done something so good, God has done something, he has done things so good. Some people are so adamant that they still want to see something before they can follow you. They want to see miracles before they can follow you. But the law of navigation that Nehemiah used here, he encouraged them with what God has done before. And if he did it before, he can do it again. The same God right now, same God back then. Amen. Amen. Don't forget, Nehemiah chapter 4, verse 1 to 3, opposition will come. Opposition will come. People will tell you, is that how you're supposed to do it? People will tell you, this thing people have been trying it a long time ago. See the past president of this assembly. See the past people. See this one, see this one. They will lay examples for you that you open your mouth and say, where did these people get this from? It says, but it so happened when Sanballat heard that we were building the wall, that he was furious and very indignant, and mocked the Jews, and he spoke before his brethren and the army of Samaria, and said, what are these people Jews doing? Will they fortify themselves? Will they offer sacrifices? Will they complete it in a day? They will tell you, you want to save this continent in a day, right? They will tell you Rome is not built in a day, so you want to. You think you can save every Christian? You will see how many of us were here. You can't save everybody. Talk less of this whole reason. Talk less of Russia. Talk less of Nigeria. Talk less of this. Talk less of what they will say. But if you put your mind to the work, if you put your mind to the work, nothing will influence you. It says, and Tobiah, okay, it says verse 2. Will they revive the stones from the heap of rubbish, stones that are bent? Now Tobiah, the Ammonite, was beside him, and he said, whatever they build, even if a fox goes upon it, he will break down their stone wall. See how, if you hearing that, your mind will just go off. A fox. People are building walls that are of length, like the breadth is even more than some houses. I say fox, if you are not a proposed person, if you are not envisioned well, if you've not put your mind to the work, such oppositions, such thoughts will take you off the rail. And that's the end of it. But if you know what you're doing, you tell them, let those foxes come. Let me see first. Amen. Commitment. It's how to beat your problems. Commitment. How to beat your problems. First, rely on God. Nehemiah 4, verse 4 to 5. It says, Yea, O God, for we are despised. Turn their reproach on their own heads, and give them as plunder to a land of captivity. Do not cover their iniquity, and do not let their sins be blotted out from before you, for they have provoked you to anger before the builders. Rely on God. When they say it's impossible, when they say you can't do it, when they say this thing people have been doing it, they've never succeeded, don't fight them. But you know who you trust upon. You know who you rely on. The God who was, who is, and is to come is ready to take your back. Is ready to take your back. Reinforce your weak point. Reinforce your weak point. Chapter 4, verse 13. It says, Therefore, I positioned men behind the lower part of the wall at the openings, and I set the people according to their families with their sword, their spears, and their bows. At the point in time when they were building the wall, there was loopholes that they had to cover up. There was an openings. And then the enemy saw that and they wanted to use that moment to attack them. But the Bible says he positioned men behind those walls. He positioned men, reinforcing the weak point. Reinforcing the weak point. It might be a brethren, it might be a brother of yours, it might be a sister, it might be a classmate, or the person sitting next to you that's weak. Try as much as possible to reinforce. Don't blame, don't condemn.